once again. So hi, we're here to talk about murder.
I'm Caitlin.
I'm Janine. We are the Real Lady Killers.
Yes.
Welcome.
How have you been?
I have been good. I almost do welcome back to our channel.
Welcome back.
And
Welcome back. So make sure to like, rate, subscribe.
if you like murder just as much as we do,
or if you hate it as much as we do. Because it's kind of a weird...
if you have the nice mix of both that we do.
That's ideal.
Then you probably want to subscribe and like and then listen up because Caitlin's got a moida for us.
I got a moida that you've heard before but we forgot about.
Cool.
We filmed it, we lost all the footage, and none of us could remember what it was.
Oh,
I found it.
Okay, word. Okay,
so
awesome.
that was the lazy research I did. Do you know this is like a symbol for neo-Nazis now?
What is? But that's the, like, you punch someone if you do that. You know what I'm talking about? We used to do that in high school, that you do this on your leg, and you go, hey, what's this? If they look at it, then the person gets to punch you. But if, like, you look at it before they get to punch you and you break it, then you get to punch me.
I don't understand.
You've never heard of that?
So if I was like that?
Yeah. You go,
like,
hey,
what's this?
I go, hey, Caitlin, look at this. Yeah, you just break it. Yeah, exactly. So then you'd get to punch me. God, Caitlin is an Oh my god, so I just got a tattoo.
The trauma I just felt. Like, I thought I was such a shitty person. Like,
no,
I just forgot about
so
it.
funny. But I just got this
It's really
tattoo.
beautiful.
And Caitlin probably just punched it. I got it like a week ago, so it doesn't really hurt that bad. I'm
Like
so
a woman.
edgy now.
You're like in a gang.
I know. Okay, so...
Let me talk about some other edgy things.
Like death?
Clowns. So,
okay, wait. So I know that you've definitely told me this one before, but I still don't remember. And you say clowns and nothing. Are we talking about John Wayne Gacy today?
No.
I literally have no idea what we're going to talk about.
So this is what I like to call the clown bitch killing, but that's not its name.
I remember you saying clown bitch. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Clown bitch.
On May 24th, 1990, a customer arrived at a costume shop and begged to be let in at closing.
Okay.
Do you remember it
Yeah.
now? But on that night, the customer urgently told two clerks that they needed a clown suit, an orange wig, white gloves, a red nose, and enough makeup to cover their entire face, which is sus. They ended up passing on the floppy shoes, which is quite a stupid move. Because to really to believe the clown aesthetic, you need those fucking shoes. Though I think they were like, this kind of footwear would inhibit my ability to run once I do the thing I'm about to do.
But like, okay, if you see a clown without the floppy shoes,
I know something's up.
You're a half-ass clown.
I'm also like, I know you're gonna murder me. I'm like, you're alive, and you're gonna stab me in the face.
I bet you John Wayne Gacy never wore the floppy shoes.
John Wayne Gacy always wore the floppy shoes, but that's because he at least committed. I really think they could not commit. Whereas John Wayne Gacy, as awful as he was, clearly could commit to the ruse. Anyway.
If nothing else, he was committed.
The Pogo? He had a name.
He did.
This bitch didn't have a name.
Just clown bitch. You know, it's like... a clown outfit isn't itself a fashion move, but if it doesn't have the shoes, then it's just like a fashion disaster. You know what I mean?
I think
it's like if you don't have the right like belt or like the earrings.
To say, because sometimes I'm like, because like inspired looks, like a clown inspired look. I don't. Which is what this feels more like, because it feels just like clown inspired.
No, because if it was clown inspired, then it'd be like a normal outfit with
a clown touch.
With a clown infusion, if you will. So I feel like, because then you'd have the orange hair, like me.
Are you a clown?
Yeah. The bread, it's like whenever...
You look like Bianca Del Rio. Insert Bianca Del Rio.
Oh, yeah. That's clown inspired. Okay?
Yes.
That's clown infused. That's clown fashion. It's either that or John Wayne Gacy, but you miss one thing with the whole clown outfit, then like
it's all gone.
It's ruined. It's absolutely ruined.
So on May 26, 1990, this customer arrived on the doorstep of Marlene Warren's Wellington home. On May 24th, on May 26th, 2 days later, after May 24th, 2 days later.
After the vital mistake was made.
The fashion emergency. This customer arrived on the doorstep of Marlene Warren's Wellington home, dressed fully as a clown, except for the shoes, holding carnations and 2 balloons. Marlene likely thought the clown was just one of those sane telegram personalities that often came to people's doors, so she, like, opened the door, as you do. So, like, not so, as you might have guessed. Totally not a clown personality.
Mm-mm.
Well,
I mean,
clown personality.
If she had peeked through the door and seen no shoes, she would have known right there.
She would have been like, get the...
Yeah, she's like, you gonna murder me!
Clown handed the gifts to Warren without a word, so she's like, carnations, balloons, and
Without
then shot her in the face. With a
They had to hand the things
Yeah.
to her first.
She's like, I can't get the gun unless you, like... She's like, I can't multitask.
No.
So the clown hands the gifts to Warren, as I said, and then shoots her in the face with a .38 caliber handgun, and then drives away.
Bye.
Warren died of her injuries days later.
Baby.
She was 40 years old, and one of the balloons said, "You're the greatest." What's really disturbing is Marlene had a 20-year-old son, and his friends were all in the house while this was happening, and could attest that the clown did indeed hand Marlene the gifts and then promptly shot her in the face, and then walked slowly to a Chrysler LeBaron convertible and drove away. So they watched it happen.
Can we look up a Chrysler LeBaron convertible?
What color was it?
I hope it was red.
I think it must be red. This sounds like the kind of clown.
I imagine
that has
top down everything.
She's in the clown costume! And she's just like, yes, I did this. Like... It has to be red. No, there is no reality where this is not a red car.
And it has to be with the top down.
There is no reality that this is not top down red car.
Yeah, no.
It does look, it looks like a Barbie car.
It does.
Which is disturbing on
It
its
is.
own. So, Marlene...
Maybe the clown outfit was Barbie inspired if it doesn't have shoes, because you never have your Barbie shoes.
Oh my god, and she was like maybe wearing high heels.
Just like, or like not even high heels, just
but her
like...
feet are just permanently curved like this.
Then that's committed. Okay, I'll give her a pass.
She has this distorted feet, and you're like, commitment. And
or she just walks with her toes all the time.
She's just on point.
All the time.
She's like, I took ballet once, and now I'm stuck this way.
You're like, everyone thought she was just like a ballerina, but it's like, no, she's just Barbie inspired.
I have a terrible disorder.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby girl, okay.
Anyway, Marlene Warren's husband, Michael Warren, at the time owned a used car lot, and knew a woman named Sheila Kline who did repossessions for him. So, like, repossessing cars. Other employees, according to the documents that are now surfacing, which I'll get into why they are just now surfacing soon, told detectives that Warren and Kline hardly had a platonic relationship. Wow, could you guess that? Warren and Kline had been seen kissing and having sex in the office, which I'm also like, who was watching them have sex? Who's like...
You're like, oh, they are having sex.
And then just is like... Cool. File that.
Acknowledged.
File that in my head. Like,
yep, that happened.
You're having damn good sex. Okay.
Alright, cool.
Okay, and neighbors said he was frequently at her house. Warren and Kline denied the relationship, but only 12 years after Marlene's death, the pair married in 2002.
How long after the,
12 years.
12 years after the
clown murder.
The clown murder? 12 years.
Immediately after the shooting. Detectives worked to find where the clown costume, the balloons, and the flowers had been purchased, and worked to find the car. Along with the costume shop employees, detectives learned the flowers and balloons came from a supermarket a half-mile from the victim's home. Bought by who? Well, a woman who looked a lot like fucking Kline. The woman that worked
Sheila.
Yeah, Sheila Kline.
Yeah, who would have guessed that?
She even wore white gloves. But, like, also one of the things is, like, apparently, like, she asked for white gloves at the, like, costume shop.
Right.
So it's, like...
That's, like, very specific and...
Yeah. So the LeBaron, the car, was soon found abandoned in a parking lot. It had been reported stolen by a Payless rental agency near Michael Warren's car lot, Bargain Motors. So, it's right by his store. His, not store, his car dealership.
Right.
And then the other thing is, that means that she didn't even own that car. That's not even hers.
She was like, this is a good clown car.
She was like, I'm going to steal this and put it away. But she was like, I need this car.
Right.
So that I can have my top fucking down.
Red, black stripe around the whole thing.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Get in
the whole
formation.
Image.
She's
inspired.
A queen. Mm-hmm. Anyway, not a queen. Bad person. But still, a queen.
A queen in a very sick, ironic sense.
Oh, disgusting. Okay. The couple who run it at last told detectives they had arrived hours after the Payless, hoping to leave the car. They found no employees, so they just went home, looked in the yellow pages, and called what they thought was Payless. A man told them to leave the car with its keys in the visor in front of the lot and someone would get it. And someone did indeed get the car. So it's a man's voice who picks up and is like, someone's going to get this car. The car was gone when they went back later. The same man from before acted like he had never spoken to them. So the person on the phone was like, met them and is like, I've never met you before. I've never spoken to you. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh.
The next morning they realized they had called Bargain Motors. Its yellow page ad read Payless.
Oh.
The rental agency is Payless, where the car was stolen from. The couple drop it there. They screw up. They call Bargain Motors, which is right next to it.
Oh.
And, like, Mr. Man picks up the phone at Bargain Motors.
Oh. And he's like, yes, this is Payless.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The rental agency had previously sued Michael Warren over the ad, which read Payless in big letters. Mm. And another employee had pulled the ruse to steal the car as payback. Wait, I'm sorry. Over the ad. And an employee told detectives Michael Warren and another employee had pulled the ruse to steal the car as payback because of the lawsuit.
Oh, that's mature.
No one was ever charged with the theft. Michael Warren told detectives he and his wife had a good relationship, but his employees and her family, Marlene's family, said Marlene Warren had been threatening to divorce him over numerous affairs and a beating she said he had administered a year before. Warren's employees told detectives he had said he would never divorce his wife because she would get half his assets. Sheila Kline was interviewed. Sheila Kline, being the woman that's having this affair with Michael Warren, was interviewed by detectives shortly after the shooting, and blood and hair samples were collected. She denied being the shooter, saying she was in another part of the country looking for cars that needed to be repossessed, just searching.
Another part of the country? Okay.
She was like, I'm looking for.
Where are they at?
Where are cars that must be repossessed?
I'm here for
Where are they? Oh, God. And someone's going to frame me for murder.
Oh, no.
What did I do?
Gotta go.
So, a former employee at the Purple Cow, a restaurant Keene and Warren owned in Kingsport, Tennessee, later, they owned this restaurant down the road. Right. Told investigators that another coworker claimed Keene and Warren got drunk one night and confessed to buying a clown costume and murdering Marlene Warren because she was keeping her husband away from the affair.
Oh, so.
And also, if she divorced
specific.
him, she'd take the money.
Oh, right.
So.
That's convenient.
So, police in Virginia, where Keene Warren and Michael Warren live, so Sheila Kline Warren, she ends up marrying Michael again in 2002, pulled the couple over last year and took the wife into custody. Took Sheila Kline Warren into custody. Michael Warren was interviewed for the case and has not been ruled out as a suspect, but he has not been charged. Okay. Michael Warren was the beneficiary of a life insurance policy for his wife, which was paid in June 1991 for $53,359.37. Weirdly specific, but it's all good.
37 cents.
37 cents.
Not 36.
Critical. An attorney named Christopher DeSantis told investigators that Michael Warren asked me what the ramifications would be if a husband killed his wife on her estate.
Prison.
Yeah, you go to jail. Yeah. The lawyer said the husband had a friend who did it, and they couldn't tie it to the husband. He'd probably get away with it. Oh. The lawyer also told investigators that he told Michael Warren that someone, I don't know, wore a clown suit. They would get off because no one would be able to identify the features of the person committing the crime.
Oh, just talking theoretically.
Like, if you just maybe did that.
Just maybe.
Yeah.
You could, in theory. You could.
It's like, I don't.
Not talking from experience.
I'm not sure Michael did it, but I'm just saying I planted all the seeds in his head. Love Christopher DeSantis literally giving him a playbook on how to get away with murder.
Exactly.
Good. Okay. Michael Warren's friends also told investigators that he didn't seem too upset over his wife's death.
Yeah. He wouldn't, right.
So, when police arrested Sheila Kline Warren last year, she asked them questions including, am I under arrest and what for, and where is my husband? At the sheriff's office, she made small talk until she was told the news. She was the accused shooter in the 27-year-old clown murder. She put her head on the desk and declined to say another word.
She was just like, no.
She goes, heads up, 7-up. She's just like,
she's like, yeet. Okay.
Michael Warren was convicted in 1994 of grand theft, racketeering, and odometer tampering, and served almost 4 years in prison. After his wedding to Keene, they settled in Virginia, where they got caught, just across from Kingsport, Tennessee, where they operate, as I said before, a popular restaurant called the Purple Cow that they sold just before, spoiler alert, she gets arrested.
Yes.
Which, not a spoiler, I already told you that.
Yes.
But they currently live in Abingdon, Florida. So in April, Palm Beach County prosecutors released evidence that they say helped them and sheriff's detectives to arrest Keene in September at the Abington, Virginia home she shared with her husband Michael Warren, Marlene Warren's widower. The evidence includes hundreds of pages of witness statements, photographs, reports, and maps. It also says recent DNA tests conducted by the FBI say hair found in a car linked to the slaying, the LeBaron, could have come from Sheila Keene Warren.
Okay.
It's not definitive, but
it's the whole, like, this is microscopically similar to her hair strand. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So, in January of this year, Sheila Keene Warren
2019
briefly appeared before Palm Beach County Judge Joseph Marks, who granted a defense motion to schedule an April 17th hearing to check the status of trial preparations. Prosecutors are seeking a November trial, but defense attorney Richard Lubin said that is too soon. Keene Warren will face the death penalty if convicted. She has pleaded not guilty, and prosecutors are indeed seeking the death penalty.
So this is April 17th.
So it's already happened.
I wonder what happened.
When I looked it up, there was nothing except for the articles that I used as research.
Okay.
So I think part of it is that they were just saying it might get scheduled for November, but if her defense attorney had a really big issue against it, it's probably not going to be scheduled for November. Because you have a right for a trial, like, when you want your trial. Like, she's going to be in jail during the time, so, I mean, like, the state doesn't care particularly. Right. Yeah, so that's it. So that was kind of confusing. There's actually not that much research on it. I just listened to a podcast, like, about a year ago that I really enjoyed that talked about this murder and how it basically went unsolved for 2 decades.
27 years.
Yeah, 27 years.
Yeah, almost 3 decades.
Almost 3 decades.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of true that, like, wearing clown makeup and just getting someone else to do the slaying, which it seems is, like, what happened, did actually indeed work out.
Almost.
For 30 years, basically. Yeah. I'm going to count that as it worked out. Yeah, you got what you wanted, because I think they're very old now.
Really?
Yeah, because they had a 20-year-old son at the time.
Really?
Marlene and Michael had a 20-year-old son, and she was 40 already, so assuming that he was around the 40. Same age, like, 30 years or 70.
Yeah, well then, yikes. Yeah, they had a good life, I guess. Gotta spend the rest of it in prison, hopefully.
Hopefully, but he's not even indicted.
Really?
No. They said they're looking into him, but
yeah.
The problem is he was right to put someone else at the murder. Right. Because it's like, maybe she's just a psycho ex who's, like, bent on murdering this woman. We can also
all assume that, like, obviously he's the one who perpetuated it, but there's not much straight up evidence to convict him.
Yeah, so it's like, there's no point in going after
except for
him.
hearsay.
Yeah. And there's no point in going after him, because the problem is that, like, because we don't allow for, like, 2 trials over the same crime. What is that called again?
Double jeopardy.
Double jeopardy. We don't allow for double jeopardy, so putting him up in case new evidence did come to the front, which it's been 30 years, there's not going to be new evidence, but just it wouldn't be a smart decision by the prosecutor's office. Like,
yikes. Well, I hope he knows that he put his wife 17 years in prison for the rest of her life.
Yeah, and she probably is younger than him if I really bet some money. I don't know how old she was during this. So
that clown bitch should have worn the shoes. So anyways.
That's it. That's all I got for you guys.
I liked Clown Bitch.
That was a really short one, but I kind of felt like I had all the research for it done. So
that's actually perfect.
Anyway, we're done.
I hope you enjoyed this Clown Bitch murder. Like, rate, subscribe.
All those things. Like our social media.
It's all down below. So we're going to sign up.